everybody, I want to tell you how I made $10,000 in under 3 months during COVID after quitting my job. I know it's like layer, but listen to my story. First of all, I took Cardi B's advice and I just hit the pole. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, how I made $10,000 in under 3 months. I prayed. I said, Lord, it is me and you. God, I had this feeling in my body for a long time that it was time to quit my job. But I didn't want to do it because I got so comfortable with the security of a paycheck every 2 weeks. So I was like, let me pay this off first and then I'll quit. I never was able to pay stuff off. Never. Like, ever. And so I was getting more and more upset because I'm like, dang, I can't pay my bills off. It's time for me to quit. Finally, I was like, okay, Lord, it's me and you. We gonna quit this job. I remember when we got back from COVID and everybody was mandated to stay at home. When I went back to work, I was told that my hours were gonna be cut by 25%. 25%, Lord Jesus. Not tithes and offering. 25% of the church's money had to be taken out of my paycheck. So I said, this ain't gonna work, Lord. I just remember for my lunch break that day, I went to a forest preserve and I sat there and I said, God, give me a sign that I need to quit. And it was like God said, didn't I just give you a sign that just cut your money by 25%? What else do you want from me? What else do you want? And I thought to myself, you're right, that is a sign. And it was clear as day. Like God said, go put your 2 weeks notice in. So I said, yes, Lord, I'll go do that. I went back to my job and my boss actually wasn't there. I wrote up my 2 weeks notice, I gave it to them and I quit. So at this point, I panicked. I quit my job. What am I gonna do for money? This is when I said to myself, what can I do? What am I naturally good at? I have a degree in film and television. How can I utilize this degree to make me some money? That week, I kid you not, ask and you shall receive. I got a call for a job to direct a commercial and let's just say the pay was pretty good. Let's say it was really good. Lord Jesus. Then after that, I started taking any and every job that got thrown my way. I probably slept that much and took that much jobs. And I was never home. I was just working back to back to back to back to back to back to back. So when I started to get to my 3-month moment, I said, how much have I made? I went into my account and I looked at my money and I said, who account is that? You ever go to the bank and sometimes there's extra funds in your account and you know not to use it, but you really want to use it? That's how I felt going to my account. I was like, whose account is this, Lord? It ain't mine. For the first time ever, I was able to pay off my bills, take care of myself, and I was using my natural skills. So it made me think, I should have been doing this from the beginning. It made me think I should have just tapped into my natural skills, but fear can hold you back so many times. Like there's that voice in your head, the little self-saboteur that RuPaul always talks about. You're self-sabotaging yourself and you're telling yourself you can't do it. Oh, you just gotta pay this bill off. Oh, this circumstance. Oh, this reason. Whatever it is, don't listen to that because it gets you nowhere. I sat in a job probably for a year longer than what I needed to because I felt like I had the stability of a paycheck. And in fact, if I just would have been gangster and leaned on myself, I had stability in me the whole time. That is a word. You ever go to the store and you're like, oh my God, this is ugly. Who would buy this? The store did. They wrote a check. So someone is buying it. It's the same thing about yourself. Invest in yourself, believe in yourself, and believe in what you can do. So during the time I was taking a bunch of jobs, I started doing photography. I started doing graphic design work. And these are the things that I've been doing to get myself money. But now the issue is, how do you invest it back into yourself? That is a story for another day. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to make income and to also make passive income. If the government taught you nothing, this year it told you, well, last year technically, it told you that you were worth $1,200. And then if you had a child, just add a little 500 on that. And then if you're married, 1,200 plus 1,200 is what you're worth to them. So I am not okay with that amount. I don't know about you people in the back, but I am not okay with that. So the goal now for me is passive income. How can I continue to make revenue? And do I still have all that money? I had to pay some bills. I can make that money back, honey. But them bills was knocking on my door and that little COVID check did not cover it. It barely scratched the surface. And waiting for the government to give me that little $600, I'd have been in trouble. So make passive income. That's it, that's all. That's how I made $10,000 in under 3 months. I basically believed in myself. If you don't hear nothing else, believe in yourself and stop being fearful. Peace.